Morning everyone. So today we're at a Volkswagen Golf GTI 2009, engine code BYD. So customer's complaint is a plethora of lights, so the steering wheel, the ABS, TPMS, although I don't think that had anything to do with the handbrake light. So 120 odd thousand miles on the clock. We're doing a scan. We'll let you see the results. So here's the report. So engine electronics, a P1602, power supply terminal 30 voltage. Maybe been lying for a while, we don't know. Here's the big one. Module 3, left rear ABS fuel speed sensor, mechanical failure. So we reckon with that would probably be the ABS ring, which is part of the wheel bearing. It's got no aircon gas in it. Steering column electronics, nothing there to worry about. Don't think so. Instrument cluster, bus, navigation. Here we go, power steering. Steering angle sensor. So that'll be what's bringing the light on for the power steering. Radio. No, that's it. So let's jump into. We'll take this a drive.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll just graph it. So into this. So there's the coding, important if you need a new one, new module that is. So read DTC, rear left, so that's the rear passenger side. And we'll go into read data stream, read by list. So front left, front right, rear left and rear right. And I think this is the one that cuts above 10 mile an hour. So there we go, and we'll graph the lot, and we'll take it. As ever, we're looking for the dropouts, and I think you can see rear left is an ugly looking signal, and all the rest look the same. So we just need to phone our supplier and get a wheel bearing. I'm sure this is part of the bearing. So what we'll do now, we know what's up with ABS, we'll then go into our electronic power steering, module 44. It'll be amazing if this reads it, because it never, oh, well, must be. So ECU coding, that's a bit suspicious. Now, I was just speaking to Roddy about that. See, because it's not coded correctly, sometimes it's looking for a G85 sensor that does not exist. So I wonder if they've had low battery voltage, it's wiped the coding. Module information, look, 0000. I think that may be an issue. So let's read data stream. I'll record this for you. Read by list. So steering torque. Here we go. Just go for that one. So let's have a look. So we'll turn the steering wheel. And there's nothing there. So it's either the G85, I think Russell Duncan or Dave Sterling told me this, the G85 can either be within the pump, or I think it can be within the steering wheel, or it may not have one at all and it has the wrong coding, which probably been caused by a low battery issue. So we can do the coding with this tool, so we go back, go into that. So we can do, what is it? Under online function, online coding. Wait, I need to connect this to my phone, I'll get back to you. So that's me connected to my Wi-Fi. You can see the little symbol up there. Just create a hotspot, so let's go back into this module. Go enter. Let's see if we can code it. So, as I said, that's suspicious. Take a note of that. Okay. Oh, we didn't need to go. Is it coding 2? No. The wrong bit. So online function. online coding. This is what I want. So it's downloading the file, and this will tell us if it can get the coding for this pump. Now this comes from Top Dawn or whoever provides, whatever server provides this. So single system mode. So we go steering angle sensor. Oh. Maybe it's just the steering angle, was it? Did I say that? 44. Power steering. Let's try this one. Never actually seen an 04 module. So that one didn't work, so let's go into power steering. So the initial code it says, so this is a possible code. So we have not any options here, but to try this thing. So I think I remember you have to have the engine off key on. So we'll just lean over and do that. So we know that the coding's all the zeros, so possible code. Okay. Minus, yes. So click button at the bottom of the switch to log in information of. So click to log in. So it's usually that one, is it no? Top one. Login failed. Well, let's go back. Back again. So I hit saying 8388608. Let's see if I can just code it using the Snap-on machine. This way, code module. Okay. Please input the new ECU coding. So this is the one that popped up. 8388608. 8388608. Okay. Error, please enter again. So unless you've got to log in. Okay. 8388608. Well, it's only went up to 607. Let's try that then. 8388607. No, that's not working. So here we've got the trusty Snap-on on it, so let's review the ECU. So look, our coding is 0, which is unusual to say the least. So we'll do functional test, special function. Well, we could try the steering wheel sensor calibration. Let's see if that happens here. Continue. On the Mark 70 variant, I don't know if that is it, so let's see. Start vehicle now, drive a short distance straight line, level surface. No, I don't think we want to do that because we have a code. So I don't think that's going to help us. I think we need to code it. So functional tests, special functions. So that's just calibration again. So we've not got much options in this, codes only. So 00778 steering angle sensor G85. So So may have to get the hotel tool out. So we're going to try and see if this is a hard fault. So we'll go back. We'll clear codes. Coding's cleared. Read codes. Boom, right back. So I've got nothing here. Let's see steering angle. Start vehicle now. Drive a short distance in a straight line on a level surface at a speed no greater than 20 kilometers an hour. While driving, turn steering wheel 10 degrees left. Stopping and steering wheel centered exactly, wheels dead ahead, and keep the engine running. Try this. So steering ankle sensor calibration. Continue. Right, so continue. Start vehicle now. Drive a short distance in a straight line on level surface at a speed no greater than 20 kilometers an hour. Right, Rory, go for it. While driving, turn the steering 10 degrees to the right and then 10 degrees to the left. I just go a wee bit doing that, getting back for it like that, and then another way. Right, I just do it, and then just stop with the steering wheel straight ahead. Keep engine right, so we've done that, so we'll continue. Have the requirements been met? Do you want to continue? Yes. Security access request unsuccessful. Pre-check, continue. So I'm not getting security access. So that's a problem. We need security access, then we need back into this login again. So key on, engine off. So we'll take the top one. Login failed. Okay. Failed. Or try the next one. Failed. And the third one. So it says off different. Please switch off the ignition for 5 minutes and try again. Login failed. So switch off the ignition, wait 5 minutes. So we're having a quick look. Visual inspection is always very important, but you can't do it in this one because there's a big plate at the back there, so we'll need to strip her down. We had to use our spline bit set, and that's, I think they call that the M16, to get the caliper holding bracket off, and they were real tight and awkward to get it. And the best way to get the top one was to use a ratchet like this with a flexi head. Right long, because we tried the impact but it was just too long, so we done it with that. So M14 spline, and here we go. There we go, no bother. What size of spline is that, Roddy, that young lad?
M18.
Oh, there's an M18 in there.
Is there?
Aye.
I'll take the gun then.
Right, take. That's right, mate, like easy. Go, M18. It's a bit weird wobbly that right enough, but never mind, it's crack loose now. It is. I wouldn't trust it to crack it, would you?
No, I wouldn't. No way.
So this is the moment that...
It's not very deep.
Aye, it's no. Another one there, right enough. Another shallow, so... Here's the moment of truth. Oh aye. Gone. Round the ring.
See it? Thickness it.
That's it, start to bulge, yeah.
Aye.
There we go. Good, that's for you.
Looks alright and then rust.
Aye, that's it, forced to bits.
Aye.
And there's that little sensor there. That looks alright. Leave that well alone. Right, change it out. So we left the ignition off for 5 minutes, so we're going to log in using 10815. Oh dear, that'll work because the ignition's been off that too long. So let's try this again. Yes. Online secure. 10815. Login failed. So let's come back out of that. So manually 10.8.15, is that what it was? Right?
Aye.
No. We need the code to get into this thing. Went to get the hotel, hits out of battery, so it's a really sad day. We've had to use OBD11. And this thing is so slow. We'll let it do its business. Anyway, the new bearing has arrived, so you can see that's lovely and clean. The ABS ring, you cap for it too.
New cap tape, new bolt.
And then we just need to torque it up. So we'll need to get the torque specs. Maybe it's tight as it can go in a quarter ton. I think we've got it all back together. So we've put that green seal on the end there. You see that, the green seal? And I know you've got to say it needs discs, you're right. But it's for sale, and they just want a quick repair, and out the door. So here's a quick way to test them in the workshop. So you can see I've got a graph, so let it already spin. Well, there you go. The hard thing is trying to keep it at constant speed, eh? But perfect. Take it a road test anyway. So the ABS is now fixed. So we've cleared the codes, and the only thing that comes back is aircon gas low, the power steering fault, which we reckon is a coding issue because the guy has left his car lying for a while. So I reckon maybe the battery went flat, but I'm going to try and check out, see where this sensor is, because there can be a few locations. And release button on rear lid handle. So, but the rest is a full bill of health. Let's check this. Oh, right enough. That's not working. Needs a motor. Right, we may have been, well, I was definitely maybe barking up the wrong tree here with coding. So I went up for my lunch and watched a little video. I'll put a link to it in the description. The guy had exactly the same problem. He changed the sensor which is in the steering column. It didn't solve his issue. So you had to reinitialise it or whatever it is. So we've got to try that first before we order a sensor. But I'm now on the hotel. If we go into information, so it says this: possible, the basic settings have been lost. So perform steering angle sensor basic setting. So the first thing to do is let's take a test drive, and this only works when you're going along the road. So try that first. So there's the PIDs on the hotel. Oh. So it says there steering angle 0 and initial basic setting conditions OK, and initialization steering angle initialized. So I think it's maybe, let's hope, fingers crossed. So there you go, it's made a comeback. We now have a steering angle. We just turned the steering wheel a few times. Just go side to side, Roddy, a wee bit, lad. There we go. And we now have a figure. So it's a fix. And all the lights are now off. Lovely sign. Good. As soon as we took it a run, it cleared itself. Look, no fault codes detected in module 44, steering assist. And we'll let you see the fix on there. That just shows you not all modules are coded, well, how I expected. The software coding is still all zeros. So note to self, there's the graph of our rear right and rear left. Perfection. But then again, what did you expect? Cheers.